Hi everyone, welcome to Crazy Trades 24/7. In this live stream, we are going to focus on gold, silver, Bitcoin, Euro USD, and all the major and minor Forex pairs. So, without any further ado, let's get started with gold. Yes, we still have time left since the market is expected to open by 5:30. Before that, before 5:30, let's start with our outlook for today's New York session, and accordingly, we'll going to plan our trades. So starting with gold, we have seen a spike just now. Let's see what's the logic behind this spike. I suspect there might be some news. Yes, there definitely is. Senior Iranian sources mediators have been proposed a 10-day cessation of strikes. This is the good news because of which we have seen a big spike on gold, silver, Bitcoin, and we have seen a decline on crude oil. We clearly see crude has declined a lot just because of one good news that just arrived. So yes, we have got a good news, and we'll keep this news in our mind, and accordingly we'll plan our trades for today. So let's get started with gold. Yes, on gold on Friday, price has retested this level of 39.59. After retesting 39.59, price has shown a swift up move, which was pretty much expected because this level it was a good support. Because from this level only, price has shown multiple bounce backs. You can count here. This is the first instance when price was trying to take support from this level, and this become the second instance. This is the third, and here on the fourth instance also price is taking strong support from the same demand zone. After taking this support, price has returned back to its major bearish trend line, which is pretty much the case every time it tries to deviate from this level. Like this is the phenomenal and the tendency that we have observed from very long time, that whenever price tries to make a newer low, after forming every newer low, there is a tendency that price revert back to its major bearish trend line. Adhering to that tendency, price had again reversed back and went to its major bearish trend line. But one more phenomenon that we have observed is that after retesting this major bearish trend line, price is expected to show a downfall again. So now we are here expecting a consolidation near this major bearish trend line, and once this consolidation is completed, consolidation is completed. We get to know only after the price breaks below that consolidating range important low. So for that, we need to find out an important low on a smaller time frame. Structurally, price has retested this level, and here is a strong resistance. Let me mark it for you. Uh, yes, this is a strong resistance level, 4043 level. Like from this level only, price is showing a decline. This was the level which price retested on 16th July, Thursday, and could not give a breakout above this level. And you can clearly see price is also getting rejection from this very level today itself. So these two instances has given this resistance level a significance that it's acting against the price. So we'll be keeping this point in mind as well. And we can clearly see price is not sure about going further in the upward direction. So we can clearly say that our biasness for today should be on the bearish direction. As long as price is above this level, we should not be taking fresh short entries right now. Just from the point of view of our biasness, I'm saying that we have some positive biasness or a bullish biasness. But with said that, I'm not indicating towards taking long entries. But at the same time, I'm not even indicating towards taking fresh short, long entries as well. Not neither you need to short here, nor you are advised to take a long entry here. taking long entry would be very risky because this is an important resistance level and a bearish trend line. Price has shown multiple times that uh, every time it reaches these levels, the breakout is not seen most of the time. Like you can clearly see this was the level, this was the instance when price gave a breakout above this level and made a high of 4,104, but could not sustain above it. So this might also be the same instance. This might be repeating the same behavior that we have seen earlier. So upon getting rejection from here, if price consolidates at the current level for some more time, and then if it's give a breakout on the lower direction, in the bearish direction, then we would be planning for fresh short entries, as trading short and taking short entries make more sense at this point of time. So let the pattern develop here, let the formation develop, and only after that we'll be expecting any trade setup. As of now, we can completely avoid gold as it's in a sideways to bullish direction. There is no clear price movement than one could try to capture. Like even if you have taken a long entry here, in this one go, you might have earned something, but after that, price went completely sideways. Like after retesting 4,025 level, price went complete sideways and it was showing, comparatively lower size swings. Now it has retested this level, and I suspect this would again start to consolidate like in a sideways direction. And only after that, if it gives a breakout on the bearish direction, we would be interested into taking fresh short entries. So this should be our outlook for gold for today's session moving forward. Yes, on silver, let's move towards silver now. And let me erase this. Fine. Talking about silver, silver and gold both moved in a similar direction, and both are highly correlated assets, as you guys are already aware of. So similar to gold, we have seen a swift up move on silver as well. After taking support of 54.85, price has shown a big up move, following to which it gave a breakout above 56.522. And upon giving breakout of this level, price has broken above this major bearish trend line, which was intact on this price chart since very long time. I mean, from at least couple of months back, like from June itself, price was intact. This trend line was intact here, and you cannot just. It seems like price has given a breakout above this bearish trend line, but you cannot rely on this price move. Like this was the same movement when price was showing earlier during on 14th July, when price gave a breakout above it and it was trying to sustain above it. Similar thing is happening right now, and similar to what happened to the earlier breakout, we are expecting this time also that this might again reverse back to the further lower levels. So instead of taking long entry, we should be looking for the fresh short entry setup here. I mean, this might not sustain above it. For sustaining this breakout, we must see some higher time frames closing above this level. After closing also, we need some consolidation, and after that consolidation, if price gives a breakout above that consolidating range is high, then for silver, our outlook would be on bullish direction. Otherwise, we will take this as a disformities and we'll avoid this long entries here on silver. I mean, most probably it's going to be trap here. Like this is the high which price made earlier on 16th July. Like this was the high 57.460, and at the very vicinity of this high, price has got rejected again today, just now. Like this was a 57.460, this was 57.485. I mean, on a pip basis, it might have given a breakout above it, but I don't think this is going to sustain anymore. And after this kind of movement, if price shows if price forms some kind of a topping formation here, then upon breakout of that particular formation on the lower direction, we would be again interested into taking fresh short entry. So as of now, you cannot take entries on silver, because if you were to think from the point of view from a bullish point of view. Like if you have got your biases on the bullish direction, then for you'd be most probably wanting to take a breakout trades, right? Breakout trades means above this level or the levels above it, like 59.68. If this is the level which you are looking for breakout rate, then today is not the right time, because I don't think price is going to give a breakout above it. And if you have planned to take a long entry above this level, then you are already entered this trade, my friend. If that is so, your position might be into negative territory, right? And you must have placed your stop loss below these levels, below the level of 56.39. Taking a long entry other than this setup, I don't see any other setup on silver. And while looking for a short entry, you will have a setup below these level, like 56.40. I mean, honestly, if you were to judge that which situation is most likely to happen, like the situation of price giving a breakout above it and sustaining above it is something which is more likely to happen, or if price giving a breakout below this level is something which is more likely to happen. Obviously, the second option, because this is the tendency that price has shown multiple times. After giving a breakout above this major bearish trend line, price has again returned back to its lower levels multiple times. I mean, this is something which has been repeating from couple of months before. So at this moment, we should be waiting for the right opportunity here. Taking long entry or a short entry, both are not advisable. Waiting at the current level is the right thing that you could do. So this is the level below which I'd be more interested into taking fresh shorts. Yes, let me pull up chart on 5-minute time frame. Yes, this is the major bearish trend line from where price has given a breakout and trying to sustain, but most likely it's not going to be the case. And if that is so, and if price tends to return back to the lower levels again, and if it gives a breakout below this 56.38 and 56.30 after breaking this rising trend line, then this would be a perfect situation for somebody looking for short entry. Below this level is the right opportunity for us here, and if price manages to give a breakout below this, then we can see a complete downfall, complete decline till the level of 54.9. So this would be again a right setup for silver. And on 30-minute time frame, it already seems like it's a kind of a bearish candle. Like it gave a breakout above it and got completely sold off. So there's a strong presence of sellers at these levels. So I don't think this would be a nice idea to look for long trades on silver today. Silver and gold, I mean, both are showing very bearish sentiments today. Although price was moving in upward direction throughout the day, but this does not mean that you are going to take a long trade and there's to be something significant to capture. So this was gold, silver for today. Next we have Bitcoin. Let's look at what Bitcoin is forming. My God, Bitcoin has shown a good up move here. This was of 1% in last 30 minutes. In 30-minute candle, price has shown a closing of not yet closed, but yes, it's definitely retesting its important resistance, which is at current level placed at 64,975. This is currently an important resistance level. If price gets rejected from this level again, it's very likely that it's going to return back to this level of 36,750. 63,736 remain the level of breakout for us to enter a short trade. If price reverses from this level and again give a breakout below this, then this would be an appropriate place to take a short entry on Bitcoin. As if you were to look at from the higher time frames like 3 hourly time frame, and let me erase all these drawings first. Okay. Let me erase all these drawings. Yes. Now, after erasing these drawings, what is that one formation that you see? I'm not talking about the clean technical formation. Just from the broader perspective, is there something, some price action that you are able to observe? Yes, definitely. First thing first, price was showing bearish moves forming lower lows and lower highs, and then it tried to stabilize here. After stabilizing, price has given a breakout above this high, right? And from that point of time, the chances of price moving in the upward direction arises, and obviously we are taking long trades multiple times during uh, the price moment till here. But are you convinced with the kind of up moves price is showing here? Like an up move or a bullish move is said to be have some strength only if it's achieving a newer significant high after giving a breakout from the previous swing high. If it's continuously making newer significant highs after each breakout, then only it's said to be in a strong trend. Otherwise, this kind of price move seems like a slope is very negative, slope is very low. Like even after breaking out from this high, after like 3 to 4 days kind of a consolidation, it only manages to reach it only manages to give up move or a breakout move of like less than 1%. So with this thesis, I don't see Bitcoin going up. It's very likely that this up move is again going to be sold off, and upon sold off and upon sell off, there would be a really nice setup for us to take a short entry. If it's not going in the upward direction, it's also not necessary that it's going to give a move in the bearish direction. But looking at the biasness that price has on Bitcoin on a higher time frame, let's see it on the daily time frame. You just cannot locate where price is moving today. Like this is, of course, the place where price is moving right now. But this is the kind of downfall that price has shown earlier. We cannot ignore this kind of a downfall. There is definitely a bearish sentiment on Bitcoin. Although it's showing a good up move, but it seems like it's going to get again resistance. It's going to face resistance at the level of 65,600. For today, we were expecting this price to give a breakout below 63,736. But I think that would take some more time for now because it has already given a good up move now and it's retesting its resistance. If it gets rejection from this level and if it consolidates here for some more time and if only it manages to give a breakout below 63,736, we would be interested into taking fresh shorts on Bitcoin, as that would be an opportunity for us to take short entry, as it would be like dual confirmation. First confirmation would be coming from breakout of this rising trend line, this bullish trend line which is intact since 1st July, and after and second confirmation would be breaking of this support level. Like this is an important support which price is taking support of a couple of times. Price is taking the support of this level couple of times, and if it gives a breakout below it, it would be a nice sell setup for us for the target of 62,500 and 61,900. We can take short entries here, but I don't think that the opportunity we have right now. It's more likely that price is going to continue in the sideways direction, or it might give a breakout till this level. Volatility is very high. I'm not looking for price long entries here. Definitely because of a trade setup. Even if I were to take a long entry here, we cannot put our stop loss this far for the target of just 900 points. I mean, less than it's a target of 600 points. For the target of 600 points, we cannot put our stop loss at as far as 1500 points. So this trade is not favoring our risk reward. So we would be avoiding this trade even if it occurs. Now let's move towards crude oil. This was Bitcoin for us today. We are expecting a sideways consolidation to some bullish direction moves, but these moves are most likely to get sold off at higher levels. Like it has shown multiple, instances. Like on 20th July, also price got sold off at higher levels. Hi Shivam. Hi brother. How are you doing? Good to hear that, यार. गोल्ड और सिल्वर के ये जो मूव्स बने थे इस पे कुछ ट्रेड्स लिए थे क्या भाई? आई डोंट थिंक यू वुड हैव ट्राइड दिस वन. This was fake breakout. And bears has got trapped on this setup. And this is for sure. I mean, yes, definitely you should be on the selling side, but not yet. पता है, we have to wait for some consolidation here. On gold, we need some consolidation here, and only after the consolidation we'll have that conviction for the short trade also. I mean, taking long entry is not in our planning also already. Even for the shorts, we need some consolidation here. Let me draw a trend line here. Yes. कंसोलिडेशन के लिए मैं इसलिए कह रहा हूँ बिकॉज अगर कंसोलिडेशन हो जाएगा देन विल हैव one single point from where price would be taking multiple supports. So upon breakout of that level, we would be comfortable into taking fresh short entries. But because if you were to take a short entry at these levels, these are the support levels which can really play out. And you can see this is the support level. This might give a price a bounce back. Just look at the sell off. Just look at how beautifully these technicals are playing out. Just look at this major bearish trend line. It's intact since like almost uh, May. From month of May, June, July. I mean, it has came across 2.5 month and it is showing up so beautifully. I mean, it almost looks like an art. Just look at the times it has shown rejection to the price. It's crazy here. What are the level below which you are like, planning to take shots? I mean, according to me, below this green candles below would be the appropriate place. What do you think? Just look at the green candle before sell off. There is a news at 5 p.m. today. There was a news at 5 p.m. Yeah, of course, there was a news now. We followed. There was a mediator that's got proposed uh, for the 10-day cessation of the war. I mean, this Iran and US thing is getting, under our skins. Below this level would be a nice sort. Yes, I think that we might want to, open our short positions. Recent low should be broken. After that, I'll sell. Which recent low are you talking about? This one, 4001. 4,002. I'll be even convinced if, when price, forms some consolidation and then if it breaks below 4,014. Okay. Yes, that has already been taken out. So look at this. 4,014 has is gone. It's always better to to have somebody with whom you can discuss and take a call. I mean, it's always better. I have seen it multiple times. Whenever you have somebody to confirm your theory or the thesis that you are planning for, there's a very high confirmation and the chance that trade might work out in your favor. That's the reason I always feel more confident when you are watching. I think it's going to consolidate here for some more time. Direct breakout, I don't think it's going to give. Yes, I have a friend. We always take trades together, but he's busy right now. His family priorities. He might be available in 2 days. Fine, great. Why don't you bring that friend to our live stream only, and we all three will take trades together. It should form lower high. That would be good confirmation. Yeah, of course. Not only lower high, but lower high will get confirmed once it give a breakout below this low. Then only it would be like nice, like the thing that you are talking about. This is what the wait a minute. Yes. Okay. Yes. The thing that you are talking about is forming this high. This is the new low that got formed, and this would be the lower high. Just but this lower high is only going to be confirmed if price manages to give a breakout below this low. This would be the perfect situation. But I don't think, and I don't see that coming right now. He's busy in his family priority. Okay, no worries. The only bad thing that I see on this, price chart and on this price structure, this trade setup is, I mean, stop loss is quite wide for us. If just, gold manages to give a up move and if it help us to bring our stop losses down, that would be really great. Let's see. We cannot dictate the market how it's supposed to move. We just have to adhere to what it's already forming. That's the reality of it. That's why you are waiting. I have set an alert here and see silver. Silver, so there is a very nice formation. I mean, in fact, silver structurally seems quite beautiful to me. Below this level is a clean sell on silver. I'm not interested into taking short here, but if it gives a return, if it returns back to this below this major bearish trend line, then I would be taking shorts here below this 56.30. This setup is quite convincing for me. Below these levels, this low is 56.309. 56.309. See, Bitcoin again is getting rejected from these levels. This up move was unexpected, otherwise, we would have seen a good downfall on Bitcoin, I think. This was uh, quite an structure, like this was kind of a head and shoulder also, before price had given a breakout above it. And upon breakout of 63,736, I will be looking for shorts. Like this was the trade setup I was looking for. But anyway, BTC has some other plannings, correct? Yeah. Even I have made a reel today for the same setup that I have just described to you. पब्लिक में बेइज्जती हो गई भाई. But yes, we had managed to foresee this head and shoulder formation, and we had taken a trade up here. I don't think you were live on these days. I mean, you didn't watch our live stream on 16th July. Were you present? I don't think so. On these days, when price unfolded this head and shoulder formation, it was quite a nice trade, and I had made a reel on it, and price has shown a move exactly in the direction that we were expecting, and we have achieved this target till here. This is the nicest thing. We have closed this target here. I was busy in my office work. Yes, I am sure you were busy. We covered our trade till 62,760. This was quite 2.5% move that we captured and around 1,500 points. Yes, not every time is going to be the similar thing is not going to happen all the time. Have you opened your short trades on gold? Can you guide me in today's market supply and demand really works? Supply and demand, I mean, by saying supply and demand, what do you exactly mean? I mean, are you talking about this supply zone or resistance, or are you referring to अभी नहीं लिया इतना बड़ा ऐसा रिस्किंग पोजीशन के अकॉर्डिंग मैनेज नहीं हो रहा था? नहीं तो स्मॉल ट्रेड्स ले लेते यार, आई मीन पोजीशन साइज स्मॉल कर लेते हैं. बट एनीवे नो प्रॉब्लम यार, मिल जाएगा. मुझे लगता है ये वापस से रिटर्न होके इधर ही इसी लेवल पर आएगा. एंड यस, यू आर inquiring about supply and demand. What do you exactly mean by supply and demand? Are you referring to all those smart money concept, SMC? I mean, I'm not aware of those concepts right now. I mean, exactly to the point, if you would ask me, I'm not aware of all those jargons that they I mean, use. My comfort is in this kind of formation. I generally tries to see. So, yes, this is, I mean, there's the only one kind of trading in the market, supply and demand. Rest everything what people do is just they are playing along, because this is the only thing that you get out of any auction market, right? What would you get from an auction market? That how much people are ready to bid and what are the asks price in the market, and only at the equilibrium of those prices the transaction take place, right? So this is the only thing that you get out of any auction market. And if you are not uh, analyzing supply and demand, then you are not, I mean, in the business only. I mean, do one thing, Shivam. You ask me very specific questions. I mean, supply and demand is whole. I mean, very big chapter and very big lesson. I mean, it would be nearly impossible for me to explain those. If you can ask me very specific questions, or rather, I would suggest you to take one day. I mean, you go today and prepare a questionnaire, and following to that questionnaire, you can ask me questions from today or from tomorrow onwards. And then I'd be more comfortable in explaining. And theoretically, it really doesn't matter. If you are watching price actions regularly, like what do you think? What make me take a short trade here and not a long trades on this breakout? Because I have observed this. This is the phenomenon which price is showing multiple times in the past. Like each time price has shown a spike. I mean, like if I were uh, in 2024, then I would most probably be taking long trades here. But yes, I have observed and I have found a mentor who have suggested me to not look for this kind of breakouts. I think supply and demand is not a part of SMC. SMC is kind of a liquidity, I guess. No, am I wrong? SMC smart money concept is based on liquidity, like liquidity grab, liquidity sweep, all those stuffs are covered in SMC, if I'm not wrong. Yes. Brother, there is only two things that you need to focus. I mean, if I were to, I mean, the thing is very simple. Even if I, speak up to you all the concepts that I know and I want you to learn, it would seems like this is this is it. I mean, this is the only thing that you have to say. You'll think like that. First thing is trend. Like think about the trend is a kind of a tide where price is drawn towards automatically. You do not have to, you are not required to push the price, or you are not required to do anything extra. Price is automatically drawn towards that direction. That is trend. Like, and you have to have a major overview, and aligning to that overview, you have to take trades. Like here on higher time frames, it was very certain that price is going to continue in the lower direction. This is very clear. I am very much convinced that okay, this is going to happen. Taking a trade on the short direction make more sense to me, because price is automatically moving in the lower direction without any external forces, right? Even if I were to take a short entry here and short entry here, even if I were to take a short entry at the level of 4030, and despite of these big drawdowns, price would eventually has moved below these levels. Like my trade is in profitable territory right now. Why so? Because I have taken a trade in a right direction. So the chances of you being wrong, minimizes to very high extent. So trend is one aspect that you need to take care of. And the second thing is supply and demand that you just talked about. Supply and demand basically means you have to try to figure out a place from where price is showing multiple interests. Like this is the zone that I have drawn here. This is the level from where price was showing multiple interests, like getting rejected from this level most of the time. So this become my point of interest. I mean, I would say this as I mean, drawing a resistance and a support levels is, I mean, one of the very elementary thing that you learn as a technician, right? I mean, this is very easy. It's not a rocket science. You just have to use it correctly. I'm using supply and demand since 2024. Basically, it means I have to identify the overall trend. After that, just find a supply zone, and I'm planning to sell. I'll sell on the higher price. It's like sell low, buy low, sell high. Yes, partly you are correct. I mean, I just wanted to let you know that once the trend is decided, okay, listen very carefully. Once the trend is decided, you have to short at the resistance, okay, or at the place from where it's very least likely for the price to go further up if the trend is in the lower direction. Like if the trend is in the lower direction, consider this as a strong bearish trend. This is a very sure thing that this price is not going to go up, right? At this level, what is the weakest point from where, I mean, uh, price is, uh, I mean, almost certain that it's going to return back to its lower level. This is the weakest point. Like after every spike up, this is the weakest point. This is the weakest point. This is the weakest point. And there is a presence of a strong bearish trend line. So it's almost certain that price is going to go down. But by saying this, am I allowed to take a short entry by closing my eyes? No, of course no, right? By once you have made this outlook on higher time frame, this is the higher time frame outlook that you have discovered a trend, and you are just trying to align your trades on this direction only on a smaller time frames. Like what I have just did, once I found out that this is the trend on which price is moving, now on smaller time frames, like on 30-minute time frames, I would be taking shorts. I would be only taking shorts. This is number one point that I wanted to draw here. I mean, if you want to be really good trader, then you should be very open to losing some trades. I mean, losing trades means not taking a stop loss. I mean, losing some opportunity, I'd rather say. You should be very open to losing some opportunities, because you are putting your capital at stake at the end of the day. And if it work out, you are going to gain something. But if this trade does not work, then you are sure shot going to lose your capital, even if it's very little amount of that capital, to the extent which you allow. But for that, I mean, look at here. Our outlook was negative. We are expecting a bearish move. Taking a short trade at this major bearish trend line makes sense. This is point number one. Confirmation has already arrived that price is not going to give a breakout on the upper direction. Second number point is price has broken below a smaller time frame uptrend. Like this was the uptrend that price has formed here on 15-minute time frame. Right? This was higher highs and higher lows structure. And as and when this structure got taken out, then our conviction, I mean, aligning our trades on the bearish direction, this becomes the most important point. Like price is already reversing back, and this has added to our confirmation. An added layer for our confirmation arrived once price has given a breakout below this rising trend line. And the third confirmation which we waited for was the breakout of some important low. Right, this was the important low which price was forming, and breakout of this important low caused us to take a short entry. So with this three confirmation, if you are aligning multi-time frame analysis with a trend analysis and with a smart demand and supply zone, this was the clear supply zone from where price was, getting overwhelmed by the sellers. So it was very clear and confirmed that this is going to go down. I mean, even now, I mean, I just wanted to put a disclaimer here. Even now, there's only 70% to 80% chances of you standing correct. I mean, even now, after following this whole filtering process of taking trades, there's a very reasonable chance of price reversing here and moving further in the upward direction, and which you cannot really avoid. This is the shortcoming of any trading concept. It's only correct 70 to 80% of the times. But for that, you really do not care because that's anyway going to happen. I mean, that's not in your hand. What's in your hand is you are here to increase, trying to enhance the probability. You are just trying to increase the probability of trades working out in your favor, right? So taking trades here has the higher probability of you, this trade working out in your favor. And now I want to, put some situations here. Like imagine this rising trend line would be at this level, would have been at this level, right? If this rising trend line would have been this level, then earlier we had three confirmation. Like on the higher time frames, it was getting rejected from a major bearish trend line, and on a smaller time frame, there was a clear supply zone from where it was facing rejection. And the third confirmation was it was breaking a smaller time frame rising trend line, right? If I were to shift this trend line from here to here, then our third confirmation went away, right? Now we just have two confirmation. Then within this situation, I would try to put my money behind the first situation where the three confirmation is on my side. Three confirmations are on my side, rather than putting money on this situation where only two confirmation is on my side. You just have to increase this number of confirmation for your high accuracy. I won't say high accuracy, I would rather say higher conviction. If just imagine if 4 to 5 layer of confirmations are with you, if you combine this with a moving averages and momentum, I would not recommend those, although I mean you should avoid it. Let me be very clear, I'm not using here anything, I'm just trying to explain it the way it is. If you were to put some more confirmation, like you can add volume, because that is something which is very independent of price. So if you can add some more confirmations here, more patterns, like you have found a rejection pattern here, like this can add up to your confidence. Like price has got rejected and this has formed a engulfing kind of, this is piercing, right? If it had formed a big red candle here engulfing this whole green candle, then this would have been even more higher confirmation trade, because then we'll have the fourth confirmation of price falling very rapidly. right? The end goal is to enhance this number of confirmation and put trades and put your money behind the trades which have higher level of confirmation. Because now, since you have four layer of confirmation, if price doesn't work out in your favor, would you be cursing yourself for the market? Your market, right? Of course, your market, because you have done all it takes to plan for a trade. You have taken all the measures that you are aware of. Like I have considered higher time frames trend, aligned it with a smaller time frame trend, and waited for a breakout. It has broken below it. Now then I have waited for a breakout of uh, this rising trend line, and after it had given a breakout below it, I have waited for the closing. Closing is also a layer of confirmation. If it has closed below it, then I am initiating the trade. And now if it doesn't work in my favor, then I'm going to curse the market. There's nothing that I could do better. This should be your scenario. And if you only adhere to all these things without deviating, I mean, you are almost would be like a genius. I mean, this is the best you can do as a discretionary trader. I mean, if you don't have systems at place when accurately posting trades, pushing trades on the terminal, then this is the best you could do as a discretionary trader when you are deciding trades according to your, I mean, knowledge. This is the best you could do. This confirmation thing is very important, my friend. वो जो उस पे होता है ना, कितने layers of confirmation आप use कर रहे हो. I mean, there should always be higher confirmation. You should always be actively looking for the confirmation. Like if I were to align this with the confirmation of Fibonacci retracement, just look at this uh, Fibonacci. Yes, here is also one more confirmation that price is getting rejected from this 0.618 level. 0.618 level of retracement on Fibonacci retracement scale. So this is again a even higher confirmation I have now, right? This is how I mean real traders do. I mean, this is all I have to. I mean, I have told you everything. Top level of analysis with multiple confirmation. Finding the best trade is the job of a trader, right? I mean, as a trader, have you heard about that Kingfisher? Kingfisher is a bird. I'm not talking about that, I mean, beer brand. Kingfisher is a bird, and when he's that bird is only waiting for the right moment to dive down and take a hit on the, take a chance, right? I mean, as a trader, you have to wait for 99% of your time for that 1% of the right opportunity. I mean, that's the reason people cannot sustain this business, because it required lot of patience. You might not be doing anything for the 3 to 4 days, 3 to 4 trading session, and then one opportunity arrives to you, which would be like so rewarding that it would recover all the 3 4 days of uh, waiting time. So you have to wait and let the trade come to you. This is another market wisdom that somebody told me. Let the trade come to you. You do not go to the trades. Like we have formed a setup here. Now I am waiting for price to give a breakout here. It's not that price is breaking out now. I mean, I should be in hurry to take a trade. No, this is a setup which I have decided for the price for this script. Now I would wait till this price give a breakout below these levels. And you should be written. You should have all these things written down on a paper, a sheet of paper. And if that situation arrives, go for it. Take a trade and try it out. You generally don't go to the trade. I mean, if you have your trading journal with you, you should add up to that column there, and you should mention there whether you took that trade. Mr. Sunil Miglani. I mean that obese guy, if I'm not wrong. I mean, I don't know his name. Sunil Miglani. Is that the guy who put up really large specs and appears on many podcasts? And he's kind of very, healthy. Yes, I have heard of him, but I've never liked his advice. I've, I have not seen much of his podcast because the kind of podcast he, generally goes to, it's really, I'm not kind of interested into those podcasts. If अगर उसको किसी अच्छे पॉडकास्ट में इनवाइट किया होता देन आई वुड हैव वॉच्ड हिज पॉडकास्ट बट पता नहीं यार कभी जमा नहीं मुझे बस प्लीज गो एट क्या बोल रहे थे आप उसके बारे में उनके बारे में it's very hard to trust on anybody these days you cannot trust anybody who is claiming to be a trader जब तक आपको उनके बारे में सब कुछ नहीं पता है let me see there was some events scheduled for today for CAD CPI inflation month to month negative. This is the good news for the economy. Then interest rate won't be hiking anytime soon. Negative effects on CAD. Yes, I'm not his fan, but I like his line. He said, 1 minute success pays the years of failure. This is which is 100% fits in trading. Just one trade will not grow your account, also your life. Yes, to some extent, he's correct. I won't disagree with that. But you also have to but you should not also be looking for that one trade that is going to change your life. Along with, I agree with what he's saying, that this is very much of the reality that I just said you that like for the 3 4 trading session you would be like waiting for that one trade opportunity which is going to give you the whole, profit of that whole 3 to 4 days worth of wait. But that one trade is not even going to, give you the fortune that you are waiting for. This is most of the time is going to be the case. I'm not disagreeing with you with him completely, but yes, that's the case most of the time. People say that who is a professional trader, their slangs are, happy hunting, because you are literally hunting here for the right opportunity, right trade. And if you are giving priority to your setup than to what you think could happen, then there is comparatively higher chance of you getting successful. You being successful is probability of you being successful is really high if you are giving priority to your setup than to what you think would happen.
I'm telling you what he described. उनका कहना है कि आप सालों तक सीखते हो, लॉस करते हो, लेकिन कोई दिन ऐसा आता है जब आपका सेटअप बनता है और वो ट्रेड आपके फेवर में जाता है। वेरी ट्रू। हाँ, ये तो 100% करेक्ट है भाई, इसमें तो नो डाउट। दिस इज गोइंग टू बी द केस मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम। I mean, you only learn from your mistakes. I mean, it's like now tweaking a machine that you don't know how to work. You tweak every time and try to run it. You tweak every time you try to run it. Sometimes it run for 5 minutes, sometimes it run for 10 minutes. And that tweaking is going to lead you to the to running that machine for like for hours. That's how trading works. You just have to be patient and be observant enough to see what's happening beyond the trade and what's happening with you, where you are lacking. For that you need to build your trading journal. So for now, I think for today I think I am done with gold and silver. Now I look for forex pairs. What do you think? If it's going to give a breakout, let it consolidate for some more time, bro. It has already given a breakout and it's now moving in our favor. But stop loss is quite far. This is stop loss for 27 points. We will be achieving 47. Although the risk reward is quite nice, but I mean, I have not even suggested this trade on my Telegram now. उस दिन आपके अंदर आपके सेटअप को लेके अपने आप को लेके कॉन्फिडेंस आता है। यस, फिर आपके अंदर एक पेशेंस आ जाता है कि ऑलवेज वेट फॉर द सेटअप फॉर बेस्ट रिवॉर्ड बिकॉज ऑफ दैट वन ट्रेड। हाँ, ऑफ कोर्स। यस, if you do it for longer, you'll get that confidence कि this is what works. And apart from this, if I have tried any of the stunts, most of the time I have faced red nose. So you'll stop you'll stop doing those stunts. Below this level, so I think it's going to go crazy.
Hello, am I audible? Hello. Finally, gold is now consolidating within a tight range. Hello, Shivam. Have you joined this with from your other ID or what? Is my voice clear? Fine. Now gold has consolidated for a while, bro. I think below this level, we might, we should get it along with the short engine. Like there has been a nice consolidation on 1 minute time frame. Although this is 1 minute time frame, but below this level, I think there would be a really good shorting opportunity for us. Below 4006 level with the stop loss of 4018. This 12-point stop loss for a target of nice 3967. For fresh entry, I think entering below this consolidations would be a nice idea. We can keep our stop loss at 4018, and for the target of this is the level which might create some problem for us. 4000 level price might take some more time for give a breakout below this 4002 level. Let's see, let it consolidate further, and after that we'll decide what we should do on gold. Once again, let's check silver. Yes, our outlook and setup remains the same on silver. We would be planning for shorts only below this level of 56.309, and other than this, I don't see any changes here on silver. Stop loss should be, I mean, we'll decide the stop loss while when we enter the trade. As of now, the stop loss of 57.485 seems like a nice idea. But again, yes, we'll decide the stop loss when we enter this trade, when this level gets, triggered. For the target of 54.776, we'll be entering this trade setup on silver. Which pairs you would like to discuss first, Shivam? You were, suggesting us, like you mentioned, Euro USD you wanted to see. Let's check out Euro USD.
On higher time frames like 3 hourly time frames, it seems like price is consolidating within a this broader range of 1.1480 and 1.1377. And this is the broader range of almost 100 and 110 pip, within which price is consolidating in a sideways direction. Most likely it's going to give a reversal from this level and a breakout from this level of 1.1377 for its move in the lower direction. Why I'm saying this, the reason behind that is clearly visible on higher time frames price structure. On Euro USD, price is forming lower lows and lower highs structure, getting rejection from this major bearish trend line multiple times. I mean, this structure is intact since 11th May, and it seems like it's going to continue further in the lower direction. And price has already got rejection from this major bearish trend line, and on smaller time frames we have also tracked it closely. Like this was the rejection which I'm talking about, and after this rejection price has given a breakout below this rising trend line. Within this this rising trend line is within this broad range which I just discussed, and within which, I mean, after the breakout prices again entered this consolidating range. This is the narrower range of around 25 pips. This seems like has broken below this price has broken below 1.1424. If this continues, and it's most likely to be the case, it might retest this level of 1.1376. This is nice idea. Let me put a trade setup here. As our outlook on the higher time frame is on the bearish direction, and on smaller time frames we have found a trade where there is a clear opportunity for us to take a short trade. Since both the time frames are aligning, we should not miss this opportunity to take a fresh entries here. Let me put a trade setup here. From current level also we have around 1.2 to 1.3 risk reward trade. If you would like to wait for some more consolidation here, you can definitely do it. Selling on sell on price should be our strategy on Euro USD. After nice consolidation, price has given a breakout below this level. Price was consolidating since 16th July within this range, and it seems like price has confirmed after closing below this level, and again has got rejected when it has tried to give a pullback. It again faced rejection, and again it has reached to its lower level. If it gives a breakout below these 1.1416, you might want to open a trade here on Euro USD. NZD USD. I'm not sure whether you have focused this one or not. I mean, I just wanted to reiterate that on daily time frame, this structure is very bearish. There has been a long-term demand zone here which got taken out. As you can clearly see, this was a nice demand zone here which price gave a breakout from, and after the breakout it has already retested this major bearish trend line. So now selling trade make more sense to me, especially below this level of 1.1324, because this is the level below which the move is going to be very quick. And if you have this risk appetite of putting your stop loss here and entering at these levels, then this is the only option you should consider for. Fine, great to hear that. And also the level of confirmation that I earlier talked, you can see this is again a inverse flag and pennant formation.
Are you able to see what I'm trying to point out? This is the pole and this is the flag pennant. This is a flag in pennant formation, and if this give a breakout on the lower direction, this flag in pennant formation is again going to reflect. For the second leg, we could try for another trade here. This is high conviction trade for me. Very nice setup. On Euro USD, this seems like a very convincing setup for me. Next, you wanted to look at NZD USD. Fine. Okay, this is the setup. I mean, I was looking for a short trade on this particular pair earlier. The reason for that was price was forming a lower lows and lower high structure. This is again price is reaching towards the higher level just to make a lower high, just to register a lower high, and soon after that there is a very high chance that it's going to return back to the lower levels. The reason for that, and the Fibonacci retracement zone that we have drawn it on this chart earlier, this also signifies its conviction that we have drawn this Fibonacci retracement zone by connecting this complete swings low and high. This comes at the level of 0.5 and 0.618. Yes, that same level from where most of the pullbacks get reversal. So, and you can see how beautifully price is adhering to this setup. It's finding very difficulties to give a breakout from this level. And if it manages to consolidate at these level for some more time, and only after that, if it gives a breakout on the lower direction, I would be more than happy to take a short trade on this particular pair. This major bearish trend line is also intact since you can see here, this intact since 2021. This is longer one, and you can see how beautifully price has shown rejections from that level. Yes, I'm not ignoring this rising trend line as well, but comparatively, the bearish trend line is intact since much longer. That being the reason, I'm more convinced for taking short trades. As, I mean, this is the price structure more or less. Every time price has went on the upper direction, it has again faced some rejection and came back down crashing. So it does make sense for us to look for shorting opportunities at these levels, especially if price somehow manages to give a form a consolidation here. After that consolidation, if it gives a breakout below that level, that would be our optimum setup for taking short trades on NZD USD. Currently on the price, this seems like a right place to enter this trade. Is below this level, it's really a, I mean, I think it's a right idea to take a short. It's 0.5824. I think NGD will give a good
as compared to euro.
Yes, NZD might give a good breakout here, and there might be some high. Yes, on Euro USD, it seems like it. I mean, when you compare New Zealand NZD and NZD USD and Euro USD, the setup on NZD USD might give a good down move immediately, but when it comes to Euro USD, it seems like it's going to give a good down move only below this level. This level of 1.1324 is an important level here, because that if price decides to give a breakout below this, then it would be like a continuation of this complete downfall. So breakout below this level would be, I mean, a significant event. And if it occurs, really suspect that this has the capability of giving a good downfall. Below this level, I mean, it can really work out on New Zealand USD, NZD USD.
This is odd CAD. Today there was an announcement of CPI data, because of which we have avoided any trades on this particular pair, and gold is taking pullback. Let me see. Bro, why are you so switching your ID frequently? It almost feels like I'm, having conversation with two different people. Yes, this is only going to, strengthen our case. If it consolidates here for some more time, it would be really nice trade here on gold. I'm getting this feeling it's trying to, retest this rising trend line. After the breakout, it's going to retest this one. And upon retesting, it's again going to come back to the lower level. I thought my internet was not working. Oh. It's going to retest. On 15-minute time frame, it has clearly shown a structure which seems like pushing up break for the downfall. It's going to retest it and again going to get sold off. What do you say? Below this, is this the nice setup, or should we avoid this one as well? And we should only be entering below this 4002. What are your thoughts? I'm kind of getting this feeling that if price gives a breakout below this, then 4002 is not that far. It's going to, probably it's going to snap down in one go. And if it does so, I think placing a stop loss at the level of 4018 is an appropriate approach. Yes, this is also a nice setup for sell. But the real legends are waiting for this level to get breakout, 4002. To remove any small particle of uncertainty from the price structure. Any other trade pair, Forex pair? I have not discussed Forex pairs today. Is there any choice of yours that you would like to know about, or should I go, full-fledgedly with the whole watch list that I have curated? Euro USD and NGD USD I have already discussed. Okay, I'm repeating. Which one you want to listen again? Euro USD and NGD both?
If that is the case, let's see once again Euro USD. Maybe is this is a price structure that we saw on Euro USD, where price is consolidating in a sideways range and has been taking multiple rejections from its major resistance level. Can you repeat, because there is a marriage function near my house? What would you like me to repeat? Because you are saying I watched that time, I listened full analysis. What would you like to listen, my friend? Bro, I don't get time to watch all that. But yes, if you have anything interesting, you might suggest me, and I'll try to watch those. I mean, it's been quite a time since I have watched any of those movies and web series. Yes, quite kind of a boring person I am. Panchayat I have watched, but the last season that came up I couldn't watch. Gram Chikitsalaya I have you know have watched many of the reels of that particular series. It seems very interesting to me, but I need to find some time to watch those. I would definitely do it. I mean, I really wanted to do it, Gram Chikitsalaya, because that actor I really admire, that Amol Parashar, if I'm not wrong, right? Is that the one TBF guy, Amol Parashar? His first web series that came up, that which I watched, that was the first web series of mine as well. I mean, that was the first web series that I have ever watched. It, it was tripling, not tripling, sibling. Yes, tripling. It was tripling. On that was TBF originals, and the casts were first Amol Parashe, the same guy from Gram Chikitsala, and the second guy was Sumit Vyas, and the third there was a girl called Manvi Gagru, and these all three were, I mean, it was really nice web series. Tripling. Yeah, of course they are. Now it has retested also. This trend line has got retested. Now I think we might face some really big selling pressures now. Especially this level has got retested. This breakout level, which was earlier acting as a support, now has got retested. And now after getting selling pressures from here, this might be a right idea to take a shorts below these. After breakout of this level, na, 4005, 4000, let the 4005 to give a breakout.
Or are you thinking below 4002? These levels, 4005. Great. This is anyway going to get broken even if price decides to give a breakout of this. I mean, it's just a matter of seconds for gold. What do you think? Should I be recommending this trades on Telegram? Because I really think this might work. This might work out. It's a good trade. You should recommend. Fine, I'll do that. This is 12.541. 12 point. Five for one, yes. This is where 1:1 happens. This would be like TP1. Then TP2 should be at 1.5 risk reward rate. Ultimate target, though, I think we should be holding till 39.66. Because if price gets below this level, I don't see it, going up before it retests this level of 39.66 or this support level. This is certain. You just look at the price structure. If it gives a breakout from here, retesting this level is a reality. Four zero zero five. Four zero zero. 4004.98 is something which I am recommending. SL should be at 4018.5. 4018.5. And TP1 target one is at 3991. Target 2 is at 3986. Nice consolidation pattern has formed here. Silver is not aligning with our outlook. If silver gives a breakout, I mean, silver is supposed to follow the gold moves, but today it seems like silver is leading the price action. I mean, it has given a breakout, and after that, gold has shown some kind of bullish move. Silver is up throughout the day from like 7:30 onwards. Silver is trading above this bearish trend line. Yes, this is a kind of decoupling thing now that's quite concerning because these both assets are not supposed to decouple and they are supposed to move together. I mean, the बात सिंपल है जाना नीचे की तरफ ही है गोल्ड को. It's just that silver is holding it above because I don't see gold. Why gold is waiting here? Because just look at the price action. It has the kind of downfall it has shown. And after the breakout of this level, this rising trend line has broken, retested, and after this consolidation gives a breakout, it should be, giving big moves on the downward direction. Silver is the only hindrance that I see here. Yes, come on. Make our trade active.
We are taking conservative targets also, right? This is quite conservative for us. Otherwise, we would have targeted for this one. I mean, I would highly recommend to close 90 to 80% of your trades at TP2 and let the other trades to run for 39.66. Let's see. Let the trade be active first, and then we'll get to know what we are supposed to do. Silver has also kind of retested now. Below this level, below this level might be an entry, but I'm kind of scared here. It seems very scary. The reason for that is it's above this rising bearish trend line. Let it come below this within this major bearish trend, and then we would be comfortable in taking short trades. I mean, just one big red candle and all the speculations for the bullish moves would be, sitting at the fence. Let's put our alerts here and let's move towards some other forex pairs. एक बार देख लेते हैं भाई आज का forex pairs रह रहा है. This is USD CHF. Showing some up moves lately, but it's more in a sideways direction. This is the 4-hourly time frame. Daily time frame तो bullish है. I mean, I think till the time this consolidating range is intact, we cannot expect any clean moves here on USD CHF. Let it give a breakout above this level 0.8151, then there would be a buying opportunity for us on USD CHF, as price is almost certain that it's going to continue. Because after this such a big breakout on a structural level, this is weekly chart and price was intact since 26th May 2025. This whole extended down moves formation gave a breakout. Price has given a breakout above this 0.8124 already, and now it's moving in a sideways direction. After this, after price has digested this whole up move, it might again start to rise further in the upward direction. Above this level is a nice buy setup for us with a stop loss of this low. I mean, one might think of, but it would be like a stop loss of 150 pips. Around 150 pips. If you have 150 pips of stop loss as your risk appetite, then only you should consider this trade.
Yes, I think gold is gone now. सैटरडे को मैंने अपना यूट्यूब स्क्रॉल कर रहा था, मैंने एक क्रिएटर को देखा ट्रेड करते हुए बीटीसी में, उसका 30 मिनट में 3 ट्रेड के लिए सेम डायरेक्शन में हर बार हर बार ऐसा कि लाइव में 150 लोग 1500 लोग थे भाई, भाई बहुत फनी होता है ये लोग। भाई इमेजिन 30 मिनट में 3 ट्रेड लिए सेम डायरेक्शन में और तीनों में स्टॉप लॉस। क्रेजी सा सेटअप हो गया भाई। जनता पागल है भाई। Yes, the trade is active for us now. Trade active. And this is the last resort that gold has as a stop loss. Below 4002, I don't see any support for the gold. आपने क्वांटिटी ऐड कर दिया क्या? यस, सेटअप तो ऑलरेडी आ गया ना भाई। बिलो 4004 के नीचे का अपना सेल था 4004.98 पर। 4005 का लेवल मैंने मार्क किया था, उसके नीचे पे अपने को सेल करना था। I have also suggested this trade on the Telegram as well. Let's see how it unfolds, brother. I'm getting nervous. Then अब तो मूव आना ही है भाई नीचे। इस लेवल का भी ब्रेकआउट आ गया है। 4002 level is also gone. Now, since this level is already gone, I don't see this will give a reversal from this level. We are safe as far as our stop loss is concerned. It's again retracing back if somebody is, I mean, if you are holding it back and if you are planning to take trades and you are confusing, then you might want to take to enter this trade now. It has again retraced back. think it might retest this breakout level again. 4006 का लेवल को वापस से रीटेस्ट करके आई थिंक अगेन नीचे की तरफ बढ़ना शुरू होगा. Give this trade some time. We have just entered this trade. Let it unfold. Let's check out Bitcoin once. Just look at this. Once our outlook is very clean and we have high conviction of the direction in which we are expecting this move, then everything is falls at its place itself. Just look at this. Price has given a good up move and again got rejected from this level. It's just that, I mean, we had not entered this trade before. We should not be entering this trade before the breakout of 63,736. Let me draw this trend line here. We have to adjust this stop loss level again. I mean, at the time of entering, earlier it was appropriate, but now it seems like we need to further scale this stop loss on the higher levels. Or maybe we can scale this to the lower levels if only price consolidates here for some more time at the lower levels. Once let's look at Ethereum on. This is pretty weak up move, because after this kind of breakout, price is supposed to give a good up move. It has shown a extended version of this bullish move. Now, yes, below this level, we can we might see weakness on Ethereum. Taking short is not an option for now. I mean, for shorting, I'd be comfortable below this level. Like 1711 is the level below which I'd be comfortable taking fresh shots on Ethereum. So gold is gone. Gold is down. Great. Great. I mean, even if price decides to take a pullback for this complete downfall, we are safe because we have placed our stop losses way above. 26.554, and this is 14. If you would have entered at this level, then it would have taken at least this complete price action that we are expecting just to give a break even. Yes, we have decided correctly, then we would not be taking entries here. Nice. Now gold seems really convincing for me. Let's look at Euro USD for once. And yes, this trade is also active for us. We are here essentially trying to capture this down move, which will come after the price has given a breakout below this consolidating range. So after a breakout, definitely we have taken an entry, a short side on the short side, but it seems like price is going to give a pullback for the down move that it had shown earlier. And this pullback might retest this breakout level again. After the retest, it might again continue in the further lower direction. So Euro USD is also very weak for now. This trade is for 1.3 risk reward. Here we are putting 30, almost 32 pip as our stop loss and expecting 40.5 pip as our target. This is USD CHF, as I just mentioned, that until the price give breakout above 0.8151 or below this level, we should not be expecting trades here. Above breakout of this level, we should be expecting long trades, like buying trades. Other than that, I don't see anything significant forming here on USD CHF. Next, we have GBP JPY. On this particular pair, it's very bullish, and we are essentially expecting an up move after price has retested this bullish trend line. And it seems like somehow price is again taking support of this level. We'll try to find some really good setup here
the kind of a breakout pattern or a rounding bottom formation is more likely, is something which we are more likely to find here. Just for instance, like above this level, we might want to take a long entry. This is a level above which if price gives a breakout, there is a buy setup for us. Price after giving breakout from this level has retested its breakout level and again trying to move higher. If we if you're thinking about the trade setup, this should be our ideal trade setup on this particular pair. This is 1.5 risk reward trade setup with for almost 50 pips stop loss. $1.5 risk reward trade setup we have on GBP JPY. This is nice bullish trade we might expect here. Yes, gold is again declining. It's near 39, 30, 98. Yes, silver has returned back to its major bearish trend line. Earlier, it seemed like the price has given a breakout above it, but now it's returning back, and it has almost retested its breakout level again. Below 56.309, we can initiate our fresh shorts for silver. But it would be nice if price consolidates at the lower levels for some more time so that we can keep our stop loss at the lower levels. Now, gold is now giving a pullback. We have to wait for this period to get over.
Yes, currently price is facing a pullback. After this decline, this might give a pullback till this level of 4007, and again after that pullback we would be expecting uh, for price to again form a new low and continue in the lower direction. Silver is again bouncing back from the support level, but this bounce is again expected to get sold off at higher levels. So we should be planning accordingly. Yes, Bitcoin has shown a good downswing or a good dip on the lower direction, a very quick one, because of which we can clearly see this 15-minute time frame. This lower candle's lower wick is very large. The low is at 64,034, whereas the price currently is at 64,334. Around 300 points dip we have seen just like one go. price is showing kind of a reversal on the lower levels, but it's more likely a correction for the previous downswing. This downswing that had formed here a series of red candles. For this particular downswing, price is currently showing a good up move. It's most likely to get sold off as and when price reaches 4008 level, because there is a presence of a strong there was a presence of a strong support which has now turned against the price as price has given a breakout below it. It's a simple change in polarity principle at play. So we might see a reversal from further uh, upward levels of 4010. So we should not be panicking at this time. This trade is quite good, and we were actually expecting this pullback to come. Let's see how it unfolds moving further. Yes, it has started to face some resistance at higher levels, and most probably it's going to reverse back in the lower direction. That's the maximum we can do, and now we have to wait for gold to show its moves. Now let's see some forex pairs now. Odd JPY, yes, now odd JPY has shown a good up move here. See gold, how it's doing. Yes, it's again rising, is giving a complete pullback for this down move. And after this pullback, let's see how price unfolds. Most likely it should be moving in the lower direction. But all in all, we have to wait for it to see its complete move. Bitcoin is again returning back to its lower levels. Silver has got a bounce back from its support level, but it's most likely uh, to get sell off at higher levels. Silver is going to get sold off at higher levels. There is no doubt about it. It's just a matter of time, and we are expecting it to get sell off below 57.1, and there's no way silver is going to make till this. I mean 57.259. It's going to get sell off most likely. So yes, this was our live stream. This was all for today. We have covered gold, silver, Bitcoin, Ethereum, crude oil, and we have seen many of the forex pairs, including major pairs like EURUSD, USD JPY, USD CHF, USD odd USD. And this was all for today. And now we'll continue our live stream from tomorrow on its scheduled time, which is 5 p.m., where we cover during New York session. So do join our live stream from tomorrow also. And thanks for watching. Thanks for joining this live stream. Good night. Goodbye.